Last hour, Spurs ready, £52 million bid for new Rodri, January midfield revolution loading. This could change everything. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. According to Portuguese outlet A Bola, Spurs are ready to table a £52 million offer to sign Sporting Lisbon's Morten Hjulmand, a player being widely described in Portugal as the new Rodri for his blend of tactical intelligence, defensive quality and composure in possession. Hjulmand, 26, has developed into one of the most complete holding midfielders in European football since joining Sporting. In just over a season in Lisbon, he has become indispensable, showcasing the perfect mix of physical presence, ball-winning ability and positional discipline. Portuguese media have often highlighted how closely his style mirrors that of Manchester City's midfield general Rodri, a comparison that only adds to the excitement surrounding Tottenham's interest. Reports suggest that Hjulmand himself is open to a new challenge at this stage of his career, with the Premier League seen as the ideal next step. He was linked with Manchester United during the summer window, but it is now Tottenham who appear to be leading the race for his signature. The presence of Thomas Frank in North London could prove crucial, as the Danish manager is said to be a big admirer of his compatriot and could play a key role in convincing him to make the switch to Spurs. Frank has already made significant progress in reshaping Tottenham's midfield since taking charge. The arrivals of João Palhinha and the development of young talents like Lucas Bergvall, Papassar and Archie Gray have given the squad balance and depth, while Rodrigo Bentancur's return from injury has added further quality. However, there is a feeling within the club that one more elite addition could take Spurs to the next level, particularly in high-stakes games where control and discipline in the centre of the pitch are vital. Hjulmand looks like the perfect fit. He is not just a destroyer, but a player who can dictate the tempo, recycle possession efficiently, and provide a platform for Tottenham's attacking players to thrive. His presence could give Spurs an extra layer of security defensively, while also helping them dominate games against top opponents, something they have occasionally struggled with in recent seasons. From Sporting's perspective, they are aware of the growing interest in their captain, but a £52 million bid would be difficult to refuse, particularly in January. The strong working relationship between Tottenham and Sporting, established during the negotiations for Pedro Porro, could be a decisive factor in pushing this deal over the line smoothly. For Spurs fans, the prospect of signing a player of Hjulmand's calibre is hugely exciting, showing that they are serious about competing at the highest level both domestically and in Europe. With Champions League football on the horizon and a manager determined to build a winning project, the timing feels perfect for a move of this magnitude. If Tottenham can finalise the deal, Hjulmand could well be the missing piece that transforms an already strong midfield into one of the most formidable units in the Premier League. Tottenham are reportedly set to enter a fierce transfer battle with Manchester United, Arsenal for the signature of Athletic Club star Hecke And Sancet. According to Spanish outlet for Charges, Spurs have identified the highly rated attacking midfielder as a potential target as they look to strengthen their creative options and add more depth to their squad. Thomas Frank has already overseen a strong start to the season for Tottenham, with new arrival Xavi Simons playing a pivotal role in recent victories and even registering an assist against West Ham last weekend. However, despite having solid options in the number 10 role, reports suggest Spurs are keen to ensure they remain competitive in every competition by bolstering their attacking midfield department with another top-quality player. Hecke And Sancet has been one of La Liga's standout performers over the last 12 months and has built a reputation as one of Spain's most promising attacking midfielders. A product of Athletic Club's famous academy, Sancet has developed into a technically gifted, physically dominant playmaker who can operate both as a central attacking midfielder and as a box-to-box number 8. His versatility is a major reason why several top Premier League sides are keeping close tabs on him. Standing at 6'2", Sancet offers an imposing presence in midfield and has proven himself to be a threat both in open play and from set pieces. Last season, he showcased his goal-scoring instincts by netting 17 times in all competitions and providing 3 assists, remarkable numbers for a midfielder. His combination of aerial ability, creative vision and relentless work rate makes him an all-rounder who could adapt seamlessly to the intensity of the Premier League. Spurs' interest in Sancet is also strategic. While Simons has made an immediate impact and James Maddison remains a key creative outlet, Tottenham's hierarchy are reportedly keen to avoid over-reliance on a single playmaker and want to build squad depth capable of sustaining a challenge across multiple fronts, including the Premier League, Champions League and domestic cups. Adding Sancet would provide Frank with the tactical flexibility to rotate his midfield options without compromising quality. Securing his services, however, will not be straightforward. Sancet remains under contract with Athletic Club until 2031 and has a £69 million release clause, meaning any club wanting to sign him would need to pay a significant fee. Athletic are known for being tough negotiators and are not under pressure to sell, which could spark a bidding war if Spurs, Arsenal and Manchester United all formalise their interest. Nonetheless, Sancet's profile makes him an appealing prospect for any Premier League club looking to add goals and creativity from midfield. He not only creates chances for his teammates but also works tirelessly off the ball, pressing aggressively and tracking back to support the defence. This two-way contribution is exactly what managers in England value highly, particularly in a league where intensity and physicality are key. For Sancet, a move to North London would provide the opportunity to test himself in one of the world's most competitive leagues while continuing his upward trajectory as one of Europe's most complete midfielders. Tottenham's long-standing interest in Conor Gallagher has once again resurfaced as the January transfer window approaches, with the North London club reportedly weighing up whether to launch an ambitious bid for the Atletico Madrid midfielder. According to Football Insider, Spurs would need to pay a substantial fee to tempt the Spanish side into parting ways with the England international, who remains a valued member of Diego Simeone's squad despite not being a guaranteed starter. Gallagher, 25, has endured a mixed season in La Liga so far, with opportunities coming sporadically under Simeone. While he started in Atletico's Champions League clash against Liverpool, he has struggled to cement a permanent spot in the starting 11. This lack of consistent minutes has raised questions about his future in Madrid, and Tottenham could be ready to offer him a fresh start in the Premier League. Speaking to Football Insider journalist Pete O'Rourke, explained that signing Gallagher would be far from straightforward. It would be a hard deal to do. It's no surprise that there were some clubs sniffing around Gallagher in the summer. He's under contract until 2029, so if Atletico were to even consider selling him, it would take a huge sum of money. This means any January approach from Spurs would likely require a major financial outlay, something the club will need to weigh carefully against their other midfield targets. Nevertheless, Gallagher fits perfectly into Tottenham's current project under Thomas Frank. Known for his tireless work rate, pressing ability and physical presence, he embodies the kind of high-energy box-to-box midfielder Spurs are seeking. His capacity to win duels, carry the ball forward and contribute in both defensive and attacking phases would bring balance and intensity to a midfield that has, at times, struggled to assert control in key matches. The timing could also work in Tottenham's favour. Gallagher is now at a stage in his career where regular first-team football is a priority. If Atletico Madrid cannot guarantee him the minutes he craves, he may be open to a return to England. Spurs can offer him Champions League football, a competitive squad, and a manager who values his profile. The fact that Tottenham recently won the Europa League could also appeal to him, as it signals that the club are serious about competing for silverware. From Tottenham's perspective, with fixtures piling up across domestic and European competitions, a player of Gallagher's quality and versatility could make a significant difference in maintaining consistency and competing at the highest level. It now remains to be seen whether Spurs are prepared to meet Atletico Madrid's valuation in January, or if they choose to revisit the move in the summer. Either way, Gallagher's name is expected to stay high on Tottenham's shortlist. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!